Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. And in today's video I have another week of makeup news. It's actually gonna be for the past 2 weeks because last weekend I was still on my vacation, so we're gonna smoosh 2 weeks together. I don't even know what has been happening because I've been just, enjoying my vacation. But I'm gonna be sharing with you everything that's been announced, everything that's been released or sneak peeked, and I'm gonna tell you if I bought any of these products, if I'm planning to buy any of them, if I'm gonna be duping any of them, all that good stuff. So and I'm also gonna try to give you a comparisons with products that you might already own. So that's what's on the agenda today. I always go to makeup on your radar. That's where I get all of my information, so that's where we're gonna be looking at. And let me kind of scooch to the side. So first up is Shenba SD is releasing the Fierce and Fearless collection, which is launching on August 15th, which is Friday, I believe. And there's also a giveaway that you can find on Shenba SD's page. I think there's 9 new eyeshadows. They look very sparkly and almost holochrome, if I'm not mistaken. I've never tried anything from Shenba SD. I don't know how much these cost either, but I'm definitely very intrigued. I looked at their page many times and I always wanted to order, but then, things happened. But I would really, really love to try their brand, hopefully by the end of the year if I can. Then Notoriously Morbid has the Swamp of Sadness palette, which is a small, I think it's 12 pen palette. It looks very like neutral. It pops off like kind of deep blues. It doesn't look like something I would like. There's something about it that kind of reminds me the Naked Wild West for some reason. Like when I saw the swatches, that was the first thing that popped in my head. I've never tried Notoriously Morbid, but you can get this on the 11th, so tomorrow, I guess. And yeah, like their brand, sometimes they have releases that I'm almost intrigued about, but a lot of the things I'm just kind of, it just feels too safe and too unexciting for me. Then LA Girl Cosmetics has the Duo Bronzer for $15. And I guess it's like a shiny bronzer, or one of them looks like that. No. So there's 3 duos with bronzers for $15, and then there's also a highlighter, shimmer and sparkle for $15. You can get it at Ulta or at LA Girl Cosmetics, and it's nice shades, I guess. But also the only thing I had from LA Girl, well, that I still have, is one of their waterline pencils, which is a really nice one. It's like a pastel yellow, but I don't know much else about this brand. There's a new palette from Alter Ego. It's the Sunlit Dreams, which is already available. I don't know if this is duping any palette, because I know they usually create dupes of like Natasha Denona and stuff like that. So I don't know if this is a dupe. I mean, it's neutral palette, so it could be, but also everybody creates neutral palettes. And I really do not care for this release. I don't know how much this costs, and I guess we'll never know. Then Holotaco has a new collection. It's the Feeling Sparks. Is that the, I don't know, but it's like a camping inspired collection. There's 7 new shades. They look really pretty, really dark, and really like, cool. The entire bundle is for $108. I don't remember the price of each of the nail polishes, but it's always the same. Like they have the same prices. I don't know if it wasn't like $13, but I could be wrong about that. They're pretty much in the same basket as like Mooncat and other brands like that. I think Light Slacker as well is the same, or like pretty much the same price. I usually don't buy collections from Hello Taco, but when they have sale, I usually pick like a couple different shades that I enjoy and then buy those. So hopefully they're gonna have a Black Friday sale, and I would definitely love to get some of these shades. Like that kind of light pinky sparkle looks very beautiful. There's a reddish one that I'm also looking at. I just really need to try that one. So I'm definitely intrigued. Then there was Made by Mitchell Bubble Trouble bundle for $45. And none of this looks interesting. What does it even have in it? Blush Lights and Bubble Trouble, which is a golden highlighter. Slip Dew, Skin Tint, Body Brush, Shine Slime, Beam Gloss, Lip Trick in Your Invited. No, it just doesn't really intrigue me. How much do they want for this? Who knows, but it's already available. And oh, $45. Did I already said that? There are a couple things from Made by Mitchell that I would love to try, but a lot of them I just am not interested in. Perfusion has small palettes and like a new collection, I guess. And it's the Artistry on the Go in the Cosmos. There's Nightshade Night Pen palette, 6-pen face palette, 2 eyeshadow brushes, face brush, eyeshadow primer, and face primer. You can get that at Walmart or at Perfusion. Okay, so I don't know the price and I am not interested in that at all. There's the Evelyn Cosmetics collaboration with S. Andromeda. I've followed them, but I just don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. But there's the Magnetic Mineralia eyeshadow palette for $66. It's so pretty. It's like kind of soft, dusty purples with these like murky greens, and then it's like pistachio yellowy green with like cool grays. It's such a beautiful color story. There's also a Meteor Liner Quad for $9, Garnet Single for $14, Opal Highlighter for $24, and there's a bundle of Magnetic Mineralia, and then there's a bundle for $120. You can already get that at the Everyone. I am really intrigued by this color story. I might want to dupe it. I think I'm gonna dupe it, maybe at the end of the month, because I have 2 reviews that I want to film, and there's one dupe video that's gonna be out, I think on Tuesday, if I remember that correctly. So yeah, I think I want to dupe it eventually. And I might use a couple of my shades that I'm trying to like use up from my Pendos palettes. Yeah, I think that could be a good idea, but the color story really intrigues me. The palette art also. The only thing is that a lot of the shimmers look kind of neutral, which I'm not very, like, I'm not much of a fan of neutral shimmers, but the color story of the mattes is just literally like it's giving me everything I want. And the water activated liner palette, so pretty, so very pretty. So this one I am intrigued, but I want to dupe it first. And then what else? I kind of want to skip through the like annoying things. There's like a lot of fragrances and skincare which I don't really care about. Beauty Moon has the Divergence palette, which I'm learning about right now. I did not know that. But it's a revamped palette. It's very like bright, neon-y mattes with a very punchy shimmers. It's launching on Friday on the 15th. There's 10 super pigmented mattes, 3 hypnotic multi-chromes, and 2 stunning duochromes. And it's for 36.50 British pounds. Beauty Moon is a very inexpensive brand. I have 3 palettes from them. 2 are collaborations, and I have the Gospel palette and then the Wilma Finger Dew palette, and also the Ice Maiden, and I really like them. It's a very nice formula, and one of the lesser expensive from Indie. I think their mattes are really nice. They're not as like buttery smooth as like maybe Fantasy Cosmetica or like Gourmand Girls or something, but they're really nice mattes. You can work with them very easily, and maybe they just need like a little bit more work to like make them super super punchy. But like for that price, I'm very willing. And then the shimmers are very nice. They're not too oily. They don't crease. They're not too like fallouty either, and yeah, they're just really nice, good shimmers. And usually they have multiple different like formulas in their palette. So some are more like metallic, some are more like sparkly, some are more almost like duochromes. I think the Ice Maiden also has like a holochrome in there. So you know, you get a lot of different things in their palettes, and they're really really nice palettes. I don't think I'm gonna be picking this one up, because usually palettes like these are companion palettes. Like I love colorful palettes, but if they're too neon, you can't really do a full look with that, unless it's like something very out there, which I do love to do. But I can't actually see all that many full looks that I would create with this that are kind of something that I can do even when I'm going to work. And like I would wear this to work. You know, it's not a fact of it's colorful, it's just a fact of something that's easy to use. And usually neons take a little bit more time to like finesse, and you have to really think about the placement. So for me, that would be something that would hinder me when using it every day. But otherwise, it's a beautiful color story, and I believe that these will be really nice formulas. I will just use it as a companion palette, and I don't really want to buy a, what, like 15 pan companion palette right now. They're just not in the stars for me right now. There were a lot of neutral palettes. We're not gonna be talking about that because it would be just me saying I don't care, and you know. Kristen Lay has the Unbreakable Quad, and it's a collaboration with Tracy's Powder Room. These are like 4 sparkly shifty shades, and it's already launched like a week ago, I believe. And these are for, I don't know if each of the shades are for $17.99, because it doesn't really make sense that it would be a price for the quad. Blend Bunny and Jordan Liberty are restocking the Masterclass collection. There was a 15 pan palette which can be used on the eyes, on the cheeks, on everything. Then there was also a 4 pan shimmer palette, I believe, and like lip glosses, brushes, and stuff like that. So usually the brushes are like $12-14. Then the lip glosses are $15. Full set of the brushes is $52. Then there's the Pro Luster palette for $38, and Pro Cheek palette for $72, which is like the big one. And also Blend Bunny launched the Atlantis collection with the like big 30 pan neutral palette, and then the 2 15 pan palettes. One is like warmer, it's just slightly warm, and then the one that is very cool toned, and then also the 18 pan shimmer palette. So the big palette is $42, and it has 30 matte shades for neutral, cool tone, and warm toned. Then 18 pan shimmer palette for $48, 15 pan palettes for $21. It's already at Blend Bunny. It should get to Glisten and Monolith as well. Or maybe it's already at Glisten, but I don't know if it's not sold out. And it should be getting to Monolith soon. So in case you're from Europe, Glisten is located in UK and Monolith is located in Central Europe. So you can get it there as well. I definitely do not need the neutral palette because I don't wear neutrals, clearly. I am kind of interested in the shimmer palette, but I've watched Nupur's review of that, and she said that they're really pretty and they're really good formula, but it's more like a shimmer formula. It's not like that they're too duochromy or multichromy. So I feel like maybe I should just save the money for something that's actually like very out of the world. Like obviously it's for $48. So for 18 shimmers, that's not too bad of a price because a lot of indie shimmers cost about like $10 to $15. That's a normal price for one single multichrome, duochrome from indie. So obviously, like for the price, it's not gonna be something like that, but I know that they can do really nice shimmers. Like the two shimmers that were in the Lin's palette were absolutely mind-blowing. So if this was that formula, I wouldn't mind getting all 18 pan of that. I'm gonna have to see more reviews because I am really intrigued and I would really want that. But I really want that only if it's like super sparkly, really, really beautiful formulas. I know the Blend Bunny has a format that doesn't really crease and has like a really nice wear. So yeah, I just really have to think about that. And there's new collection from Lights Lacquer. It's kind of like, it looks very edgy. I don't know what it's called. Headed West, is that how it's called? And I don't know the prices, and I'm not gonna really look at their website because I can't ship Lights Lacquer here and it always pains me, so yeah. I wish they would like expand on their countries. Sometimes I do check their website to see, and they still don't. They still don't. At least last time I checked, and it wasn't that long ago, so it just really, really pains me. Sephora collection has the Best Skin Ever 16-Hour Natural Finish Liquid Foundation. I don't know if this is a new release or if it's extending the shade range, but since it looks like an entire shade range, I'm gonna assume it's new. I've never tried anything from Sephora, like the brand. I don't think so. I've heard that their matte, colorful lipsticks are really good. I don't know what I think about this one, but it's medium coverage, natural finish, liquid foundation, and it looks like they have a bunch of shades, like from pretty much a white one to, I don't know if it's like a, I mean, it looks very dark, but I also feel like there would be people who are darker than that. There's like 15 shades of white. There's like 6 shades of like sand, like beige. And then there's like 7 shades of very similar brown. So I don't know if this, like, it looks like there's a lot of shades, but the first row of white looks all the same. Maybe one is a little bit more peachy than others, but otherwise it looks pretty much like the same white. And then the top row with the darkest shades also looks very similar, and I don't feel like there is all the range you need. Granted, I live in Czech Republic, so pretty much everybody looks exactly like this. Like this is as tan as it gets for most people. Okay, some people can actually tan, but there's not like, it's all very like Central European population. So I'm not the best at judging all the shades that are necessary, but since Sephora is mostly popular in like US, I would assume this isn't the correct range. And I'm mostly judging that just from TV shows and movies that I see people in. So I don't know. Let me know, like, especially if you're not Casper the Ghost, let me know if this actually looks like a normal range of foundations, but I just don't believe that this is enough. It's for $22. It's already at Sephora. Yeah, I don't know what I think about that. And I think they have concealers with it as well. Yeah, Best Skin Ever Multi-Use Concealer for $16. I might try this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Sephora. I'm gonna check how it looks. I'm gonna try to swatch it to see the texture of it. Maybe I'm gonna try because I'm currently only really, well, I just introduced a new concealer from my Full Face Off that it's gonna be released tomorrow. But otherwise, I only have one concealer, and I'm actively panning it, and I'm very close to panning it. So I don't really have that many concealers. Like it's gonna be only 2 currently. So I might be persuaded about the concealer. And let's see if we have something else. SheGlam is collaborating with Matrix. I've never seen Matrix, but I do really want to see it. Maybe I should react to that. Let me know if you would want me to film my reaction. There's highlighters, there's like lip products, there's a little palette. I don't want to be buying anything from SheGlam, so we're just skipping over that. I don't even know how much this costs because the prices aren't written here, but it's very inexpensive, obviously, and I don't think it's a great quality. But, you know. That's all I'm gonna really say about that. Pastel Roses has a new collection. Summer is not, how is it called? Summer Breeze. There's like Summer Breeze, Tropical Paradise, and something else. So there's 3 quad palettes that are like summery themed. 2 mattes, 2 shimmers, perfect for travel and summer festivals. It's already available at Pastel Roses. Summer Breeze is like a blue one, and there's the Summer Mixtape. Oh, that's a horrible font. Which is neutrals with yellow and blue. Tropical Paradise is like pink with greens. And then there's, I guess, pigments, like sparkly pigments. I've never tried Pastel Roses. I still don't know if I want to try them because I've heard kind of mixed opinions. I know that they had a lot of problems with their formula being very easy to mold, and then I think they reformulated, and a couple of people said they like their new formula and that it's like okay and it's safe. But I've also still heard people say that even their newer releases aren't all that good. And there was one palette that is pretty old. It was something witchy themed that I still see sometimes at Etsy that really intrigues me, but I think this is the old formula. And otherwise, everything that I saw in the recent releases, I'm just not interested in that. And it's not that it's ugly or anything, it just doesn't make me interested. And yeah, that's the reason. NBA Cosmetics is a full shimmer pad. It's got Synergy. It's for in pre-order. And it should be already available. It should be already shipping. It's like a green pink sparkly with a little bit of yellow shades as well. It's a cute color story, and it's definitely shades I wear a lot. I've never tried NBA again. This one does kind of intrigue me, but also I think I definitely got a couple of messages over the past couple of months that said that NBA isn't really all that great of a brand, that their formulas aren't all that great. So I don't know. NARS has the multiple soft blur blush sticks for cheeks, eyes, and lips. I don't know if this is new release, but it says new at Sephora. They're for $40. I don't usually go for these sticks because I just feel like I don't like products that will expire fast, and usually these sticks are only supposed to be used for like 6 months, which obviously everybody uses them for longer, but it's way easier to keep a matte product or like powder product stay fit, as opposed to these cream products and stick products. Like, they can mold really easily. So I just usually don't prefer these. Like, if it was a product that I know I'm gonna use every single day, then yes, because in like a year and a half, you're gonna be able to go through it. But there's very little products that I use every single day. Like one single thing that I use every single day. I usually have one mascara open that I use every single day. I mostly have like one concealer that I focus on, one primer, a brow glue or gel. That's kind of it. Otherwise, I change everything. I like to wear different blushes. I like to wear different highlighters. I like to wear different like lipsticks and stuff like that. So those are the only products that I kind of change up. They kind of stay like true to for longer periods of time. So I don't think that this would actually like make sense. I don't want to buy something to use it 5 times and then realize that it's been 3 years. There's been 3 years and it's expired. You know, it just seems very wasteful, and I do want to make this channel like environmentally conscious. I feel like I am that person anyways, even though I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but I still I don't have a lot of like cream eyeshadows because I know that they would go bad. Whereas for powders, I know that they can last you a very long time. I know people who've had their naked palettes for like 12 years or however long they've been popular, and they still work. So, you know, it's not that much of a big deal. And I feel like that was the last product. Yeah, because everything else we've talked about 2 weeks ago. So overall, this week has been, or these 2 weeks has been really nice because I'm not actually really tempted to buy anything. I will be duping the Diavrim palette for sure. I will look at the concealer at Sephora. I'm not gonna be in any like bigger city before like the end of the month, so I'm probably not gonna be able to update you on what I think about these for a very long time. But when I get to Sephora, I will try to swatch it to see if they have a shade that would be nice for me. I assume they do, since most of their shades are very light, so I should be able to get something for me. But I also want to see the formula because I can tell if it's like too creamy that it's not going to be good, and if it's too thick that it will crease for me. And I like formulas for concealers that are easy to blend, not too like thick on the face, that set themselves so I don't have to powder because I hate powdering my under eyes, and something that is like light to medium coverage because I don't wear foundation. I just wanted to slightly brighten the under eye area to make it a little bit less, to make my dark circles less obvious. Obviously, I don't have dark circles every single day, but sometimes I do. So for those occasions, and that's pretty much all I want my concealer to do. I only use it, like I only do one dot here, and then I spread it with my fingers in this like area. And I don't use concealer anywhere else. Sometimes I do like the bridge of my nose, and I leave the tip of my nose without concealer so that it naturally has like a little bit more pinky toned, so that I don't have to put blush on my nose. But yeah, so that was the concealer. I think that's kind of everything for this week. Let me know if you've bought anything new and if you've been interested in anything new. But I'm doing very good at like not really buying anything. Obviously, I bought something on Monolith a while ago that I'm still kind of going through with the reviews. I already reviewed the Ocean Jewel pad. I still have the Basic Wit from Bella Beauty Bar, but I will be reviewing that in September because I have one Sea Beauty brand that I'm gonna showcase. I want to film like Asian, full face of like Asian beauty or Sea Beauty. I don't know, I'm gonna title it. And then I have the Haunted Europe palette from Nomad that has been here for many, many months and I haven't touched it. I think I bought it with was it with the Fairy Tale Europe palette? It wasn't, I bought it with something, and yeah, it's been here for a while and I haven't reviewed it yet, so I will get into it. And those are the only 2 reviews that I want to film this month. I would like to do more dupes and also just something a little bit more casual. But let me know what you thought about these new releases. Definitely check out the full face off that's gonna be going up tomorrow, and there's gonna be a duped palette on Tuesday as well, so check those two videos out. And by the way, recently I announced my giveaway for hitting 1K. If you're not subscribed, hi, consider subscribing. I would love to have you here, but there's giveaway running, so go check out that video to see what you might be getting, and you can apply for the giveaway. So definitely check it out. I'll put it in the card over here. And with that, have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with another video. Bye.